Welcome, yogis. Susan here, and I've got Buddy Sherman, our Never Better mascot, here as well. So today's 30-minute flow is all about heading in the right direction, just like the geese. So to find out more details on that, join us. I've got a special guest coming today, Patrick Albert Smelt. He's going to use 2 blocks and a blanket. Those are always props that could be options for you as well. So when you're ready, come with me and we're going to tap into today's version of your best self. See you on your mat. So we're going to start today in child's pose. So child's pose is called Balasana in Sanskrit. And you're going to take your knees nice and wide, all the way to the width of your mat. You're going to let your big toes track together and then go ahead and point them as you send your hips to your heels. We're going to start right out heading in that right direction. Now, let your arms go long. If that is too much for you, no worries. You could either put your hands fisted, elbows bent, and stack your head on top of that prop, or even a block. But see if you can bow then your head down towards the earth. Now, just staying in that place, you're going to collectively, we're going to take a nice deep breath in, fill your chest, fill your lungs, fill your diaphragm up with your breath. Sip it in. And take that audible sigh right on out. Whew. Now, lift your hips and your forehead up. Walk your hands over to the right side of your mat and draw some nice length on the left side body. Lift back up. Let your breath help wash your spirit clean, drawing length on the right side body. Come back to the center and then rise right up onto your hands and your knees. Slide your hands back. Now you could either point your toes or tuck your toes, but round your back and tuck your chin. Then inhale and arch. Exhale, pull your navel into your spine. Inhale, arch your back and look up. Now let your breath move in and out through your nose. It helps create clarity. A rinsing and a cleansing. It helps wash your spirit clean. Now go ahead and shift forward, bend your arms, go chin, chest, belly, slither down, and point your toes when you get there. Slip your forearms in front, and then lift up, breathe in. Exhale, lower your chin towards the earth, breathe out. And then inhale, rise back up, point your toes, press into the mat. Exhale, lower back down. Now this time you could do the same thing, Sphinx pose again, or maybe baby seal by lifting your elbows up, pointing your toes and softening your face. Breathe. Now lower back down, hands slide back by your ribs, push your hips up and back, go into child's pose. Now on the in-breath, lift up, find cat. And then in cow, dip your hips, big toes together and look up. There you go. Now push it up and back, child's pose. We're going to go back and forth through those 2 moves. Inhale, pull the belly in. Use the hands to draw your heart. Big toes touch, dip the hips, tap the top of the head. Now up and back, child's pose. Now do that a couple more times. Inhale, rise up. Let the big toes tap the top of your head as you dip your hips and pull your shoulders back, and then go back right into child's pose. Do it one more time. Shift forward. Patrick is heading in the right direction. Now go up and back, toes tucked under, find downward facing dog. So you're just going to come right into Adho Mukha Svanasana by picking up your shins, coming onto the feet that are going to be at the width of your hips. And then as slow as you can, we're going to take 1,000,000 steps. We're going to walk to the top of your mat. So it's a slow stroll. So this slow stroll is kind of like that gaggle of geese. Stay at the top of your mat when you get there. Heel toe your feet nice and wide all the way to the width of your mat. Take your elbows, bend them, and slip one hand on each bicep. Now you're going to hang in ragdoll. So that gaggle of geese, have you ever seen them? They walk across the road, all the vehicles stop. They just screech to a halt. Those geese keep walking, but they don't even think about anything about that direction that they're headed in. The adult geese, they kind of get everybody in line, and what do? They help the young head in that right direction. So sway a little side to side, let your knees bend, and get a little buoyancy as you kind of figure eight, weave it, shift. Shift the energy of your body, really waking up into this day. And then hold up right in the center and just let your head gently allow any kind of thinking that could possibly head you in the wrong direction today. And then draw a yes right in, knowing that even those tiny little incremental steps, just keep going in the right direction. Let your hands go down. Pick your heels up, pop them up. Draw back, pick your toes up. Yeah, just nice and slow. Keep the knees bent. Inhale, pick the heels up. Shift back, pull the toes up. Now do that just one more time. Pick the heels up, breathe in. Exhale, rock back, pull the toes up. Now stay right here. See if you could lift maybe one arm out in front with your toes lifted. And then maybe the other arm lifts. Keep the toes lifted. Then bow down and fold. Beautiful. Hands on shins. Pump up your heart. Breathe in. Exhale, pull yourself together. Breathe out. Heel toe those feet of yours right together. Root to rise up. Breathe in. Collect your hands right at heart center and breathe out. Now, hands to heart center. Close your eyes. And should you have a purpose for your practice today, maybe it's a wish or a prayer, just about heading in that right direction, even if it's the tiniest little tints of movement toward that worthy goal, that realization, progressing toward that worthy ideal of your goal, your intention, your wish or prayer. Lift and offer that up. Open your eyes up. And then, like those wings of the geese, fly down, hinge, bend, and fold. We're going to do this just 3 times. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Now rise back up, smooth and steady. Exhale, dive right back down. Move your body with the linking of your breath. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and fold, rise back up, breathe in, hands to heart center, pause, hands to heart center. Now last time, look up, lift up your purpose, lift it up, breathe in, arms up, stretch them high, then part the arms and dive on down. Inhale and lengthen. This time, stay folded, step the right leg back behind your body into a lunge. Now, in the lunge, pull your navel into your spine, round your back, tuck your chin, and then inhale, pick your heart up, dip your hips. Now, Patrick can put the blocks underneath his hands, which elevate the floor a little bit. Now, pick up the ribs, pull the ribs together, pull the chin in, make cat in your lunge. Inhale, look up and dip. Now a little cow. One last time. Exhale, pull the navel into the spine. Look back at that right big toe. Inhale, dip the hips. Look up, and now let the back knee dip. Now I want you just to go back and forth. It's just a couple of inches. You're just gliding and sliding. Gliding and sliding. And then go ahead. This time, glide back. Right hip stacks over the right knee. Left leg digs in. You could always move your blocks back because you want them to be beneath your shoulders. And then bow down because the blocks are extensions of your arms. Now, go ahead and plant that front foot. Pull the front foot back in. Left hand on the thigh. Sweep the right arm up. Breathe in. Let the left arm join. Both arms are up. And then tee the arms like goalposts. Slip the hands together behind your back. Slide the hands down the backside. Dip your hips and look up. Now release the hands down. Pick the back kneecap up. Glide back, pyramid pose. So the back right heel could be lifted. The left front thigh draws in. You keep the hips nice and square. Stay right there. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, bow down and fold. Now look back at the right heel. Spin it down. Line it up with the left. Keep your left hand on the block. Maybe your shin. Maybe the outside with no block. Spin the right arm up, come into triangle pose. Now, can you soften the upper rib cage down? Really radiate that energy out of that right hand. Breathe. Now, bend the left leg. Rise up. Warrior two. Flip both of your palms. Like those geese, flap the wings. Rise up. Breathe in. Exhale, press back down, breathe out. Two more, inhale, rise up, breathe in, look up. Exhale, press back down. One last time, inhale, rise up, breathe in. Exhale, press back down, breathe out and hold. Hold, look over that left index finger. Flip that left palm, follow that left palm. Now straighten the left leg. Take the right hand on the left wrist. Pull up and back. It's like pulling the left toes up. Dig the left heel in. There you go. Now spin toward me and lean up and over to the right side, the back of your mat. Inhale, back up. Switch it. Stay with it. Switch it. Left hand, right wrist. Lift up and over. You've got this. Now go back to the front of your mat. Frame the left leg. Sweep your arms behind. Lace them, draw them down the back side. Now look up. Find that stability from your feet. Now bow down and for a little humble warrior, dive your head down. Let the shoulders rinse. Release that connection. Right hand, it can go back on the block. Right heel lifts, left arm rises. Now lower the left hand down. Take the left leg back behind your body. Let it come into three-legged high plank. Then bend your arms and move all the way down to your mat. Now maybe you want to take the blocks out. Rise up, breathe in. Exhale, take your body up and back. Breathe out. Hold in your down dog. Now lift your right leg up behind your body. Bend the knee, flex the foot, spread the toes. Now stay right here. Feel the real grip of your hands. And we're going to just come to the left finger pad. Maybe pull the left hand back and maybe let the left hand head by your left thigh. Just a thought, a lot of balance. Now pull the right knee in. Let the hips be high. Step the right leg forward, float the back leg right up, L shape. Exhale, squeeze that left leg behind the right, get low. Inhale, come back up. Do that again. Exhale, now stay low, stay little. Right hand, right hip, or maybe right arm up. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Now, sneak the left leg in, come into chair. Chair pose. Exhale, brush and sweep your hands alongside your body. Inhale, rise up, stand up, hook your thumbs, open up. Take a standing back bend. Exhale, brush and sweep back down. Inhale, rise back up. Hook the thumbs, look up, open up. Now stay standing, tee your arms, pump your heart. Lace your hands right behind your back, slide them down the back side, look up, ear to shoulder, bend your elbows. Now the other side. See if you can really lengthen your collarbone. Come back up. Breathe in. Stretch your wings like those geese. Right back up. Now exhale. Dive into a fold. Smooth and steady. Inhale and lengthen. You're going to step the left leg back into that low lunge. Now Patrick might keep his hands on the blocks. And you're going to go for that cat-cow. Pull the belly in. Inhale, arch with a little dip of that left hip flexor. Pull in for a rounded back. Inhale, lift the heart up. Do that one more time. Exhale, pull the navel into the spine. Drink your breath in. Inhale, dip the hips, breath out. Now hold here. Dip the back knee down. Just go back and forth a couple of inches. You're just shifting. It's a shift back and forth. Not very much, just very slight. Just a little bit, a couple of inches. Yes. Now glide back. Dig the front heel in. If you've got blocks, move them back. And then bow down over that front leg. This is called runner's stretch. So it helps stretch out that right hamstring, plugging that right femur bone into the socket. Now come back forward, pull up that left kneecap and spin down the left heel, drawing the right hip back. Now right hand is going to either stay on the block or your shin, and you're going to spin your left arm up for triangle pose. Now pull back on that right hip. See if you can extend the right leg a little more. Straighten the right leg a little more. There you go. Like that. Yes. Now bend it and come into warrior two. Stay stable. You got this. Stay with it. Flip both palms. Look up. Breathe in. Press back down. Breathe out. Let's do that again. Flip both palms. Rise up. Look up. Breathe in. Exhale, press back down. One more time. Palms flip, rise up, look up, breathe in, collect all that good. Exhale, press back down, heading in that right direction now. Hold, hold. Now take the right palm, flip it and follow it. Flip it, follow it with your gaze. Straighten the right leg, pull the right toes up. Spin the right toes so they're parallel, yes. Then left hand, right wrist, lean up and over to the back of your mat. Get a nice side bend. You should really feel the stretch in this right side body. Now, up and over to the other side. You're going to reverse it. Widen your collarbone. Get length. Get a lot of length. Breathe. Now, keep with it. Stay with it. Head to the front of your mat. Front of your mat. Front of your mat. Warrior one. Warrior one. Here we go. Lace your hands, slide them down the back side. Keep the right knee bent. Look up, look up. Now dive into humble, humble warrior. You cannot go wrong heading in that direction of a humble and kind heart. Now release that left hand down, pick the left heel up, spin the right arm up, modified revolved lunge. Breathe. Lower the right hand down, float up, L shape. Let the left inner thigh lift. Now squeeze the left leg behind the right. Get low, get little. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, squeeze back down. Now stay down. Right hand, right hip, or levitate the right arm up. Breathe, hold. Now come into chair, sit, Utkatasana. Exhale, brush and sweep your wings. Inhale, stand all the way up. Hook your thumbs, open up your heart, standing back bend. Exhale, brush and sweep. Do that again, palms up. Inhale, rise your arms up, hook your thumbs, open up. Now, pull your hands to heart center and pause. I want you to come into tree. So you're going to either stack the right foot on the left heel, right foot to the calf, or maybe even take the right hand, pull the right heel in higher than the knee. Vrikshasana tree. Don't let the left hip dump, and don't put your foot on your knee. Now look up, breathe. Stable. Now pick the knee up, crane. Stay with it, pull it in, crouching tiger. Stretch back the right leg. Let the waist find a bend. Reach your hands down. If you've got the blocks, land on those. Step the right foot back. Keep the heel lifted this time. And then bring your arms up. Nice. Now collect your hands at heart center. Hinge your upper body. Twist. Right upper arm on the outside of that left front thigh. You can either bring your back knee down or you could keep it lifted up. Now, up and around warrior two. Use the stability of your legs. Flip that left palm, follow it, drink your breath in. Straighten that left leg, right hand, left wrist. Pull the left toes up. Spin them to that side bend. Back of your mat, feel that bend in your body. Now reverse it. Take the left hand on the right wrist, lift up and bend to the top of your mat. Beautiful, stay. Breathe rather than fight or flight. What do? We stay and we breathe in the practice. Now, warrior one, top of your mat, arms up. Collect your hands. Keep your body upright. Slip them together. Slide them down the backside. Retract your shoulders. Look up. Exhale. Take that dive into humble. Humble. Now, release into modified revolved lunge. Right hand down, left arm lifts. Left arm comes up and overhead. And then let it come down. Now, if you've got the blocks, you could always move them out to step back to down dog, or bring them on the low side if you want them a little lower, or you could always keep them right where they are. Now, let your right leg lift. Gives you nice elevation, and then let the right leg lift. Turn open at the hip. Nice. Now, just like we did before, with that right leg lifted, can you tent the left finger pads or just lighten up the left hand? Kind of pretend. Maybe you draw that left arm back. Maybe you reach it back. Maybe this time it catches the right foot for a little Chapasana connection. Release back to dog. Now, knee to nose, pull it in. Step the right foot up. Float the left inner thigh up. Standing L. Now, sneak the left leg behind the right. Get low. Stay there. Peel the right arm up. Breathe in. Breathe in. Lower the right hand down. Chair. We've been here. Utkatasana. Now, hands to heart center. Bow down and fold. Now come into Bakasana. Plant your hands right on the mat. You're going to load your knees on the upper arms. Now you could always stay in that yoga squat, Balasana, or a little Bakasana. Then don't float back. but land back down in Balasana, right there. Now, from your Balasana, stand back up, top of your mat. Heel toe your feet all the way together. Hook your thumbs, open up your heart. Exhale, hands right together at heart center. Steady your gaze, last standing series. Here we go. Tree. Could always put the left heel on top of the right. You could put the sole of the left foot on the right calf. Tree, Vrikshasana has balance. Has balance in the right and left side of the body. Breathe, balance in your breath. Lift the left leg up, crane. Draw it in, crouching tiger. Stretch back that left leg, nice and slow. Let your hands lower down. Step the left leg back. Let it be on its own track of train. From here, rise up, crescent, high lunge. Breathe in, arms lift, stay with it. Exhale, hands to heart center. Hinge and twist. Get your left upper arm on the outside of the right front thigh. You can always let the back knee lower or maybe open up high to low. Whatever you choose, breathe. Breathe. Open your wings. If you're in that pack of geese, you know how those geese honk? We want to let our honking be encouraging. Come up and around. Come into warrior two. Now flip that right palm, arc up and back, peaceful. Straighten the front leg, pull up on the right toes, spin them to the right. Left hand, right wrist, lift up and over to the back of your mat, bend, get a nice long side body. Now come back to the front. Connect the right hand on the left wrist, widen the collarbone, lean to the front. Now frame the front leg. You're going to frame the front leg. Front leg. Blocks might come to your sides. Come into warrior one. Rise your arms up. Drink your breath in. Now collect your hands. Let the opposite thumb come on top. Spin the back heel down to give yourself an anchor to look up, breathe in. Exhale, dive right back to that pool of a humble, kind heart. Truly letting go of that need to be right. Heading in that right direction. Release the left hand down, spin the right arm up. Look up, breathe in. Now, right hand lowers. You're going to shoot the right leg back, three-legged chaturanga as you bend your arms. Right leg joins the left. Look up. Now, take your body up and back. Breathe out. Downward facing dog. Now, let your left leg lift. Bringing it home. Turn open at the hip. Now, pick up maybe that right heel. Maybe you draw it back and keep it lower. Lift the finger pads on the right hand. Maybe slide the right arm back. Maybe the right arm comes alongside your right leg. Maybe it reaches back for a bent left leg. If you come out, no worries. That's our biggest thing today. Coming out of a yoga pose, we are in pretty good shape. Now release it long and pull the knee in, finish off, step it up, float the back leg up. Pull the right leg behind the left, get low. Inhale back up. Last time, squeeze it in, stay low, peel the left arm up, squeeze your thighs together, fire up the sole of that right foot. Sit it into chair, Utkatasana. Breathe. Arms forward, lower your bum down. Wrap your arms right around your shins. Pick your feet up, round your back, tuck your chin. Now go ahead and plant your feet, but let them go all the way to the width of your mat. You might have to move your blocks out. Now slide your hands off your mat wide. Rinse the knees right. Now rinse them left. Nice and slow. Just rinse the hips, heading in that right direction. Letting any remaining tension in your lower back, just let it rinse away. Now, go ahead, cross your legs, and just come to that comfortable seat right at the top of your mat. So just like that gaggle of geese, reach your arms out and up that are walking across the street, oblivious to any of that oncoming traffic. And they just take their merry time. Bring your hands to heart center. Just let that be our guide today to let us head in that right direction. Let your purpose, now close your eyes, chin to chest, let your purpose be sealed in. Let it bring clarity, let it bring peace, let it help each and every one of us head in the right direction no matter what obstacles come our way. And let each of us honk like the geese with encouraging words for each other. Go on out, be that blessing, and finish off with one Om. Sip your breath in. Om. Namaste. Give me a high five, Patrick. Nice job.